everyone, it's Anja here and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks, and today we are making pumpkins. So what do you need for your pumpkins? Obviously you need your color for your pumpkins. Here I've used spice, and then for the tendrils and to make the garland I'm using khaki, both Stylecraft Special DK colors. I'm using a 3.5, my scissors and my darning needle to finish them off. And of course you need some stuffing to put inside the pumpkins. Now this was my original plan, to make a pumpkin garland, and as you've seen, that's what I've made. And of course this pattern is the same, but because we're working at the moment on our autumn cal, I thought I would make a pumpkin to go on my autumn garland in the gold, because that's sort of the yellowiest, orangiest color in that lot. So I thought I would, sort of to stay within the color theme, I thought I would make a couple of pumpkins in gold. And then of course I'm going to use khaki to make the tendrils, but also I'm going to use khaki to put in the end, to put it all together. But of course that's only in a few weeks, because we are going to be making lots and lots of items that I find in the woods while I'm walking to put on our garland. So let's get started today with making a pumpkin. But of course it's the same as the ones that I've been making here. Towards the end of this video I will show you how to put this garland together, so you know how to finish that if you are wanting to make a normal garland, of course. The ones that we make here you'll just have to put to the side and wait until all the other patterns have been published, and there will be one video at the end, towards the end of the cal, how to put it all together. Right, let's get started. So we're going to make our slip knot a little bit away from the edge. So we're leaving about 20 centimeter tail. You're going to need that later on for, forming your pumpkin. So make sure you have a bit of a tail. Make your slip knot any way you can and insert your hook. Now we are going to chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Now we are going to turn. We're going to come back and we are going to do half double crochets from the 4th chain on our hook. So 1, 2, 3 into the 4th one. You're going to yarn over into the 4th one, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the 3 loops on your hook. So this chain counts as your first stitch, and then we've done the second one there. And now you're going to continue with the half double crochets, doing them in every stitch along your chain, and you should be doing 11 of them. There we go. This is a really quick little pattern. It's super cute little pumpkins. And then the last one. There we go. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, turn, and you're going to do 11 half double crochets in the back loop only to the end. So first of all, this chain 2 counts as your first stitch. Then as of the second V, so this is the first V that the chain is coming out of, so that counts as your first stitch. Then as of the next stitch, you're going to use the back loop only. So you see the V, and this is the front loop, and this is the back loop. So the strand furthest away from you is the back loop. So you yarn over, you tip the work towards you, skip that first V into the second one, and you pick up that loop and you do a half double crochet. So go under that back strand of the V. And once again, you do 11, and that will give you 12 stitches. And from now on, this is exactly what you are going to be doing, okay? So each time, don't forget to pick up the one from that turning chain. There we go. So each time you chain 2, turn, skip that first one, back loop only for the rest of the line, okay? And you are going to do this until you have done 13 rows. Now, if you find it difficult to count, count your ridges, because those are each time 2 rows. Or make a tally and tally them off. So 1, 2, 3 I've done here, okay? Then when you've done your 13th row, you should be on the same side as the starting tail, okay? And then I will see you then. Right, okay, so I have done 13 rows now. I am ending on the same side as my tail, and let me just show you how to count them. So you have these ridges because you're going back loop only, and so your first row is this, second row is that, third row that one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, okay? And my little piece is now, I've got my measure stick here, 6.5 centimeters by just about 12 centimeters. Okay, so now we're ready to crochet both sides together. So pick up our work, yarn over and do 1 chain, turn. You're going to insert here into the back loop. So just as before, back loop. Then pick up the other end of your work and look for that leftover strand of the chain right here and pick that one up there. Okay, bring them together, holding on to your yarn again, and just do a single crochet there, because that will give you a little bit of a ridge as well. So into the next back loop, no, that's a front loop. Into the next one, again, you have to sort of tip the work towards you, and then into there. There we go. And we should be doing, as usual, our 12 stitches, because of course that chain that we did not count as a stitch this time. Okay, so we do that all along the row, and of course you should have finished with 12 stitches because we started with 12 stitches. So hopefully this will work out, and if not, I will make it work out. Okay. Yeah, see, I was laughing then, picked up the wrong one. It happens. It happens. There we go. That's the back loop. See, because that gives you sort of that nice ridge again. I mean, not that it's going to be that obvious if you didn't, but just, you know, might as well. And I've got the feeling, oh, is it we're going to work out? One more here. Yeah, one more here. Oh, yes, 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 it's working out. always a scary moment there. There we go. Okay. Right. So that is that. And that's made a lovely little edge. And you can't really sort of tell from the others that it's a different edge, that we've done something different there. Okay. So now we have this. And you have your tails on both sides of your work. And that is what we need. Okay. So let's cut off our tail, not too short again. Right. So a good length here. And pull it through here. There we go. So that's that. Right. So we've made a little tube. Now you're going to use your needle. Put the thread on your darning needle. There we go. And you are going to weave in and out. Let me just hold it so I can do it easily. In and out of those sort of first few stitches. It doesn't have to be in the holes. It can be round the strands or even through them. Okay, so weave in and out all along the top edge here, whichever way is convenient. There we go, that went through, that's fine. And you start pulling it, and where you started, obviously, you're going to have to end up. So let me just find that location. Yes, it was there, wasn't it? So there we go. So here now, you're going to pull this together gently. See, and that's made the top of your pumpkin there, and that's closed it up. So I go now round weaving in my end, but of course at the same time you're securing the top of your pumpkin or the bottom of your pumpkin, whichever you're going to end up using it for. So then you go into the pumpkin, come back out the other side and just bring your thread into it. There's no need to do anything else with it, just leave it in there. Okay, so that's the bottom of our pumpkin done. Now I'm going to put a little bit of stuffing into it, not too much, you'd be surprised. Okay, there we go. And here we are going to do the same thing. So put your darning needle on there and just weave in and out along the top edge so you can pull it closed and close up your pumpkin. Oh, this gone double. Make sure you have plenty of thread because you'll need it. There we go, and a bit more, and it's closing up already. So now I'm back at the start, right? So now again, you're going to do that pulling thing, close it up, but as you can see, this is quite a round pumpkin. So we have like a football, you know, a sphere, but that's not what pumpkins are shaped like. So this time we are going to go into the pumpkin, but you're going to go sort of a little bit further down into it here, through the pumpkin, coming out on the other side, and you're going to pull it down. Look. So now we're shaping the pumpkin. Okay. I pricked myself then. I was getting too excited. See? And now it's a pumpkin shape. It's an odd pumpkin shape because I got a little bit excited, but it's a pumpkin shape, okay? So do this a couple of times, and then generally what I do is let's just leave it. I leave it so we have something to hang it from, okay? There we go. So this is our pumpkin. Now for the little tendril, you're going to use a little bit of khaki. Make your slip knot. Chain. And you'll be, do various amounts. 5, 6, 7 chains, that's probably enough. 10 maybe, if you wanted a longer one. Then you're going to, from the second chain, you're going to come back. So 1 chain skipped into the second one. You're going to come back with doing 2 single crochets per chain. And that will give you a little bit of a twisting effect. And that will finish off our pumpkin really nicely. There we go. So like I said, this particular pumpkin I'm going to use for my autumn walk garland. But of course you can make the same ones in a different color or in the same color for a pumpkin garland, which I was thinking of making first. So I'd already made this, and then obviously now I've slightly changed my mind. But it's okay, because it's a lovely project to do. And I'm not getting 2 single crochets in each chain, it seems, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay, so it's a bit twisty. It's twisty enough for my tendril. There we go. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. Right, and now all we need to do is attach the tendril, of course, to the pumpkin. There we go. So cut it off and attach it. I tend to do a little knot here. Not that that's necessary, to be honest. There we go. And now I sew on to, there we go. And what you could do as well is go in, come out the other end, make a little cross here, go in there, into the tendril, so you're attaching the actual tendril. See, look, make a little thing here and then come back and do another one, just so that you have that little sort of green bit on the bottom of the pumpkin as well. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a good way. Look, there we go. See, it's a little bit of green. It's a good way to attach the tendril to the pumpkin. There we go. And I'm going to leave it like this if it's for my garland, because then later on I can decide how I'm going to hang it on there. So that is that. Okay, so if you are now planning on doing a garland, you're going to have to start with chaining. And I have chained, to get started, I have chained about 200 maybe. Better to do it longer, because you don't know where you're going, or if you know where you're going to hang it, of course, but I still don't know where I'm going to hang it. So the longer the better for attaching it, for tying it to something. Okay, so I do quite a long chain to start with. And then in certain locations, we are going to actually attach the pumpkins. So let me show you how I have been doing that. So once you have decided that you're going to have done enough chains, so let me just do a few more. There we go. So I've done an amount of chains, let's say 20 chains. Okay, now I'm going to do 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you take one of your pumpkins and you go into the tendril at the base. So I just try and pick up 2 strands and I do a slip stitch. So I bring round the khaki and I bring it through there. You could do a single crochet as well. So that's attached that. Now I am going to position myself in such a way, sometimes it's a little bit awkward, that I can actually go into the chain that I've just done and slip stitch back up 10 stitches. So that's why I've counted them. 1, 2, I mean, if you do 9, doesn't matter. If you skip 1, it doesn't matter. 4 and 5 and so on. Okay. 6, 7, 8. I mean, you can make this longer. You can do a lot longer stems. You can make them long, short, you know, it's all your preference. I'm just giving you the technique to do it. So once you've done your 10 stitches, you then just start chaining again. And like I said, I chained about 20 in between. I now have to move this all about, yes, before I start attaching the next one. Then when you've attached your very last one, once again, do a really long chain of 200 or whatever you think you need to attach your pumpkins, okay? So I hope you found this video interesting. Stick around for a few more pictures. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Before you go, please like and share this video. Ring the bell so you're notified of new videos. Join our community on Facebook, and here are some more videos you might find interesting. Thank you so very much for watching, and come back soon. Bye!